This is a popular premium armrest for the 70 series LandCruiser. And this is the cheapest armrest I could find on Amazon with local delivery. They kind of look the same, but the price tag on one of them is nearly double the other. So the question we need to answer today is simple. Does the extra money give you better armrests that have better quality materials and better fitment, or are we paying a 100% markup just for the brand name sticker? I bought both of these with my own money, so you don't have to, so let's find out. Hello everyone, I'm Ayman and welcome back to Bush Business. If you own a 70 series LandCruiser, they are incredibly uncomfortable, primarily because they don't have any armrests. So the first thing we all buy are the armrests, with the most popular being the cup holder style right here that bonds to the door using the magnets. For transparency, I purchased both of these items at full retail price with my own money because I do need a good quality armrest for my own cruiser, so this is not a sponsored video. On one side, we have the armrest from a well-known brand. I purchased this because at the time of this video, they had 211 5-star reviews. And to me, that means it's a great quality product. On the other side, we have a no-brand armrest that I bought from Amazon. It has 0 reviews and it was the absolute cheapest gray colored armrest available with 2-day delivery, and it cost nearly half the price of the premium branded version. So today we will be comparing what comes in the box, the build quality, the weight and quality of the plastics, and the fitment of each armrest to work out if they are the exact same item from the exact same manufacturer, or if there's a genuine difference for the money that you pay for the better, more expensive armrest. Before we begin the testing, if you find value in these comparisons, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to help me out, because none of this for me was for free, but it might save you some money. Let's begin with the physical inspection. Externally, the package dimensions and the box weights are effectively identical, with the only difference being the brand of the box. Inside of the box, the contents appear to be identical. And what really caught my eye more than anything else, and more than the armrests themselves, was that they both included the same protective film patches to prevent the magnets from scratching your door. And this to me is a very unlikely coincidence, but the test shall go on. Visually, the color and the texture of the plastic grain looks identical for both the hard plastic and the soft vinyl. I am noticing some differences in relation to the finishing on the edges, but on closer inspection and judging from the angle of the plastic, it looks like these units are deburred manually after the molding process, and the inconsistency is present on both the premium and the Amazon armrests. So to me, it looks like a manufacturing variance due to the human element when they're deburring the armrests instead of a difference in the quality control. Moving on to the weight and the thickness of the plastics, which is a good indicator of the density and strength of the armrest. Both the items weighed in at approximately 715 to 730 grams. And using the vernier calipers, I also confirmed that the thickness of the plastic is practically the same. Any variance here is probably me not taking the measurements at the exact same spot, and with the weight, it's probably a variance in how much glue was used. This indicates that the plastic density and the structure of both armrests are identical. Therefore, at this stage, there is no evidence of any superior materials being used in the more expensive armrest as opposed to the cheaper Amazon armrest. The ribbing on the inside and the bolts and the nuts also look identical. So structurally, they both look pretty much the same to me at this stage. Now for the fitment test, where we might see a little bit of a difference in quality control. I installed both the armrests in the exact same position to each other, approximately 30 millimeters from the edge of the door lock to the armrest. This gives enough clearance to close the door without the cup holders hitting on the dashboard, and it also gives the best fitment possible. The magnet strength on both the armrests is surprisingly strong, a lot more than I expected. They feel exactly the same when you're putting them on and off, so the magnets pretty much are the same quality to me. And for the fitment against the door card, the only differences come from that manual deburring variances that I mentioned earlier. They both fit on the door the same, and they are both not perfect at all. I believe that over time, the edges of these armrests will cut into the paint, and eventually they will also eat into the fabric of your door card as well, so keep an eye out on that. With the testing now complete and based on the data, I think it's reasonable to assume that these armrests are nearly identical in terms of quality, fit and finish, and they likely come from the same factory. However, I have been keeping a bit of a secret that I didn't show you earlier in this video, and that is, if you look closely inside of the plastic molds, Both armrests show the exact same factory identification markings. So the result is of course unsurprising. They are made in the exact same factory, in the exact same mold. I did the testing to rule out the possibility that the premium brand had stricter quality controls or different magnet specifications, and I didn't want to leave room for debate that the armrests might still be different even though they have come from the same factory. However, the results do show that they are indeed identical, therefore my recommendation is fairly straightforward. Unless you think that the sticker is worth paying an extra $100 for, you should purchase the no-name Amazon armrest, which I have linked in the description below so you can find it easier. Ultimately, these products are identical and the price difference is purely for the brand name. Nothing against the Cruiser store, the armrests were bought because you guys had the best reviews, so of course I'll be keeping them and I'm not sending them back. But it also shows that the online reviews and all the hype aren't the only thing to consider when you're buying items for your Cruiser. So guys, this wraps up this video. I hope you enjoy the $100 that I just saved you. Do me a favor and pay me back by supporting my channel with a like and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.